Okay, it's time to get Game of Thrones over with. The final episode. I've been putting it off, evidently. It's December. But yeah, finally be done and dusted. I have no expectation for George R.R. Martin to release any future books, but I don't care. I've converted to our Lord Brandon Sanderson, who is wonderfully prolific and writes damn good books. But I did once have a lot of love for Game of Thrones, so let's see where they take us. But I did have a lot of love for Game of Thrones once, so let's see where this episode takes us.
Jon, we should speak with the Queen.
Yeah, you probably should. Just tell him, don't kill them until I've spoken to the Queen, but I guess we're just gonna get on with it, are they? Great. He shouldn't check. I feel like he should just imagine that they got to the boat and they went to Pentos and lived happily ever after. That's just a better thing for him to imagine. What is he gonna see now? Just rocks and crushed bodies. Unless they're still alive. Golden hand. Oh, you didn't need to know this, Tyrion. Was Game of Thrones always this relentlessly grim? It's sad, but they kind of all deserve it in some way. I kind of would have liked it if they'd got to Pentos. Is she gonna try and kill Daenerys? Is she? What a shot. This descent is just too quick for me, you know. Literally nobody would be able to hear her. That's such an annoying, pedantic thing to say. I'm sorry. And look how great it looks, Daenerys. Oh, Jon. Choosing him after we've seen how he would treat prisoners and how he would literally follow anything she wants. It's the most worrying choice. Jesus. So the war doesn't even end with her. I guess if she can't have the people to love her, it'll have to be the warmongers that love her. Someone's gotta make a move. Tyrion.
You freed your brother. You committed treason.
I freed my brother. And you slaughtered a city.
Oh. Mercy? Or not?
Zirineja Katas.
It's too tense. Are they imprisoning him or are they just shooting him out back? What are we gonna do with like the 60 minutes or whatever of time? Oh shit, hi Arya.
But
We came to kill Cersei. Your queen got there first.
She didn't get Cersei, so now it's time to kill a different queen.
she's everyone's queen now.
Come on, it's time to admit that you're wrong.
Wait for me outside the city gates. I'll come find you.
Jon,
I was ready to throw my microphone
she knows who you are.
if he was going to
You really
defend
are.
Daenerys then. If Arya doesn't get to kill another person before this is done, I'm going to be so disappointed. She has been underutilised in the past couple of episodes. She did kill the fucking Night King, to be fair.
I can't justify what happened.
I'm glad that
I
Jon's
won't try.
verbalising doubts, hopefully. You better walk
The
this
war
back.
is over now.
Is it?
Clearly not. Clearly not, though.
Did she sound like someone who's done fighting?
Literally, why does he need that explaining to him? How could he even say the war is over? She just made a fucking speech about how it isn't.
And you've been by her side, counselling her. Until today.
Yeah, it's okay to change your mind, Jon. This is frustrating.
Alicent's right. The moment the gates fell, the battle was over.
She saw her friend beheaded. She saw her dragon shot out of the sky.
And she burned down a city for it.
Ah, it's easy to judge when you're standing far from the
Oh,
battlefield.
I
you
actually
have done
want to watch, like, switch this episode off.
What?
I can't believe he even tried to defend her there. That was just absolute lunacy.
Yes, you do.
Pure stupidity. I hate this show.
You won't say
I don't.
You don't want to betray her.
This better be resolved here. I can't deal with any more of Jon's inaction.
Do you think I'm the last man she'll execute?
If that's her decision. She is the queen. I'm sorry it came to this.
Any good magazines about?
And you have to choose now.
I can't believe that he still needed this conversation after the absolute carnage that he just witnessed. This conversation should have happened before that, maybe? Because then that would have, like, demonstrated that the seed had been planted properly. I mean, I guess he's still just, like, spouting the party line, and he knows it's wrong, and he knows that you need to do something about it, but it's not enjoyable just to watch him be a fucking cook. Why did I say that word? Get on the dragon and eat her, but not in a sexy way. The only person that could get past. I wonder whether Jon could have that dragon. I hope so. Wow, it's the scene, guys. It's the prophecy from the House of Undying. I know, considering there's half an hour left, she can't be the final person on the throne.
Not easy to see something that's never been before. Good world.
She's got the cult eyes down, hasn't she?
How do you know it'll be good?
Because I know what is good.
I don't know how I feel about this dialogue. Can Ira just slip out of a shadow now,
Be
please?
with me.
You are my queen. No.
Please, please, did he just? I love how utterly intolerable the idea of Jaime, you know, king slaying was to Jon, and now he's in the position. I can imagine that being super hard for him, like, honour wise, but I think they got together too late, you know. I just wasn't fully invested, especially she became crazy super quick. Oh, they're gonna both die, are they? It's kind of visually clever how pristine that she looks, you know, there's no blood on her hands whatsoever, because that's the kind of way that she's dealing with it. Far off, not really caring about the little people. You'd think that would destroy the throne. Oh, maybe it actually is going to destroy the throne. That totally needed to happen. No one has the throne. Someone will, but please let Jon have him. Can we take him home, Jon? He's still got to get people on his side, and especially Grey Worm. Well, I doubt he's going to get Grey Worm on his side, but he's still got a shitload of things to contend with. Is he just going to take her and fly away? I guess a dragon's too much power for anybody, as we've seen. Actually, this kind of reminds me of, you know, the whole thing with Littlefinger seemingly turning Sansa and Arya against each other. It's kind of like that moment in that we kind of see one thing and they've narratively set something out, so then we believe something in order for the biggest surprise to happen. For Sansa to say, Littlefinger, you tricked us all along and we know and we knew and now you're going to be executed. And this was Jon being like, you're my queen, we know that he has doubts but he seems to be still all in, and then he kills her. And so I think that that's to the detriment of the audience enjoying the show, because we've got to put up with this frustration for episodes, series even, just so then we can have the ultimate dramatic moment, when I'd rather have a half as dramatic moment and not have to deal with the stupid angst. It's not enjoyable just to watch him be fucking cook. Why did I say that word?